Hi, welcome to the Park Moms podcast. We're your host, Hailey.
I'm Becca.
This is a place where we laugh and chat about the chaotic bliss of raising young kids.
So whether you're about to take a hot mom walk or start a little laundry, let's get to yapping.
Let's get to it.
Hello.
I'm so glad the secret is finally out.
Yeah, how does it feel?
So good. So if you didn't see on our Instagram, I am 14 weeks pregnant today.
Oh my gosh, wow.
I know. It feels like a lifetime, but also a short amount of time. But there were so many times on the podcast where like I would start to say something or you would ask me a question and I would seriously like have to like stop myself from
You couldn't answer.
I couldn't answer. Like I think you asked me something about coffee the other day and that's been one of my biggest food aversions this time around. And I like was going to be like I hate it right now, but I couldn't say that. So I am just first of all so happy to be out of the first trimester.
Yep.
And also just happy to be able to talk about it.
When you posted, did anyone say, like, I knew it?
No, because I feel like I'm one of those people that if you see me and I'm pregnant, I will tell you.
Yeah.
Because I feel so terrible that I'm just like, I can't hold it in. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm actually like, not trying to be rude. I'm just pregnant. And
I'm pregnant.
Yes. And so I feel like most people knew.
Yeah.
But I also didn't make it a point to like, text or call people. I don't know. It's the fourth time around.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like kind of unexpected because we can get into this, but I was done. And so I feel like that was the only reason it was unexpected is because I was done with 3. And here I am, fourth time's the charm, like you said.
Fourth time's the charm.
That's what Becca texted me today. But I'm just so happy that I'm not in the first trimester.
Yes.
That was rough.
And our whole episode, we're going to be talking about how her first trimester went, dropping about the pregnancy news. You did give me an idea as you were just talking. We should, like, make sure to just say, I'm pregnant. Don't bother me. Like,
no, seriously. Like, I'm not a bitch. I'm just pregnant.
Especially when you're in the first trimester because it's the worst trimester and people don't even know.
I know. Yeah. I'm, like, pretty open about telling people. Before we get into my whole pregnancy thing, though, I want to know how you're doing because you're on day what of solo parenting?
Well,
we were both solo parenting this week.
Yeah, we both solo parented this week. Sam came home last night. So it was this one was like a Monday through a midday Wednesday. So it actually wasn't terrible.
But still.
But okay, here's where I felt like crazy busy, also like guilt, is I had babysitters both nights he was gone. Because I had to get my hair done on Monday. It was nice, but also was like kind of annoying because normally he'd be home and I wouldn't.
You wouldn't have to pay someone.
Paying. My mom came the first night though, so that was awesome because so nice not to have to pay. And like hair just takes such a long time.
Such a long time.
Especially my hair. Like I feel like it always takes forever. So, anyway, so my mom came, so that was great on Monday, and then I had to get a babysitter Tuesday night because we were saying bye to our friend that's moving.
Our friend Lindsay is moving. And we're so sad about it. But same thing, I had to pay a babysitter, and I was like, dang, that was an expensive night.
Yes.
Because my husband was also out of town. He gets home tonight in probably about an hour. But so you're doing okay, though?
Yeah. I feel like it wasn't terrible because it was so – but it's just been busy. And then we're going out of town, so busy prepping for that. Also, I wanted to talk about our cute friend that's moving. Like, it's actually so sad when friends move.
I know. I feel lucky because she's actually my cousin. Well, she's married to my cousin, so she's my family. So she's stuck with me forever. But it's hard when you make these, like, lifelong friends in this stage of motherhood and then someone moves.
It was so cute, too. One of our other friends had the idea to, like, bring your favorite memory and, like, bring pictures. And, like, we have so many – how many years has the friend group, like, been close? Like, 6 years?
Yeah. When we had our first.
Okay, yeah. So probably.
We were both pregnant with our first when we all kind of like met and started hanging out.
Okay, so maybe even 6.5 years.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then so there was like so many memories of like, oh my gosh, it's crazy how much we've done together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like experienced.
And the years have gone by so fast because we've been having kids.
Yes. And like all of our kids are friends. And it's actually kind of crazy to think like none of us had kids before we met. And now we all have like, between all of us,
there's a lot of kids between. I can't even add them all up, but there's a lot.
Yeah, it's fun though. We have this friend group, and we all actually kind of met through our husbands, but then the girls like became super close, and then we all go to the gym together. We like have like little girls' nights, and so it's really sad to have her move.
I know, but she'll be back.
Yeah,
we love you, Lindsay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just have to like probably if I seem tired, it's because I'm absolutely exhausted.
Yeah,
because I haven't solo parented since I've been pregnant, and it's just like when you're pregnant. It's a whole nother beast.
You're already exhausted.
Probably a couple of hours ago. So our water heater went out yesterday. So we haven't had, or like 2 days ago. So we haven't had hot water while my husband's been gone.
Oh my gosh.
So finally tonight I called him or this afternoon I called him. I'm like, okay, I need I need hot water. Like, I need hot water. The kids need baths. I need to shower. Like, I just actually got out of the shower. It was so nice. But I'm on the phone with him trying to figure out the water heater. He's like, press this button until it turns blue. Do this. Like, so crazy. And then my 5-year-old comes downstairs and she's like, there's a problem. I'm like, hold on. I'm like on the phone with him trying to figure this out. I come upstairs. My 2-year-old had taken off his diaper and smeared poop from the top stair to the bottom stair. My 4-year-old, almost 4-year-old, is screaming that she wants a bottle of milk. She doesn't drink bottles of milk. She's screaming at me. My 5-year-old is like freaking out. I'm trying to get the hot water on. There's poop everywhere. I'm so nauseous, like so nauseous. The nausea just like came back full force today, and I was seriously like, I am past my breaking point.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
What did you do? Did you just
cried?
Cried.
I just cried, and I got out the green machine, and I got out the spray, and I green machined the stairs for probably an hour and a half.
Oh my gosh.
And then I figured out the water heater, and I did feel good about that because it was kind of complicated.
Yeah, I'm proud of you for doing that. I will say, like, when it rains.
Women in STEM.
Women in STEM. When it rains, it pours.
No, really, though. Like, I was seriously like, what else?
It's like those situations, something else has happened, and then just piles, and then you're just, like, crying, and everyone's upset, and it's just, like.
And I swear, I don't know if I'm less tough or they just, like, give it to the husbands less. But I think when I'm solo parenting, my kids act worse than they do for my husband. I swear, like, I'm not being dramatic. I feel like that kind of stuff doesn't happen to him.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just doesn't complain as much.
It's hard to say, but I think this would be my assumption is that, like, I notice I keep the kids on, like, pretty, like, strict schedules. Like, I'm kind of, like. And I feel like my husband just likes to have fun and like, enjoy the time with them. And so I do feel like they actually have more fun with him.
No, like, I'm keeping the house clean while he's gone. I'm keeping up on laundry. Like, he's coming home to a clean house, fresh banana bread. The laundry is all caught up. Every room is so clean. Everything's vacuumed.
You're putting that on yourself. That's too much.
I know.
That's too much.
I know. And I think it's just, like, my way of feeling prepared for, like, him to come home. Because he doesn't care.
But he, like, cleans when you come home, too, right? I feel
he cleans right before I get home, but, like, while I'm gone. And it's just because I like having a clean house. Yeah. Like, I just feel calmer.
Same.
I feel less sick. Like, no, he just, like, lets it go. And I'm like, I need to be more like that. Maybe with 4 kids. I say that with every kid, that I'll be more chill, and then I just get worse.
I do feel like our husbands are good. Like, they both, like, like, when we went on a trip, they both had, like, the house clean when we came home. We're like, amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Do you want to know something funny? My life update. Yeah. Do I like cleaning now? That's what I wrote as my reminder. Sam actually, that's my husband. He took the kids to, I think he took them, like, just camping overnight, and I had just my little baby with me, Jack, and I, like, deep cleaned while he was gone, and I was like, wait, why is this actually so fun?
It is so therapeutic.
I'm like, cleaning sucks, but, like, why do I actually kind of love it?
No. Especially when you have the freedom to clean and just focus on cleaning and you can actually get into it. Like, there is a science behind that. It is therapeutic, I swear.
It is. Like, and I was doing, like, the deep clean, like, wiping down the cabinets, wiping down the stove, put a candle on. I'm like, man, I'm in a bad
place when I get my steam cleaner out.
I do love my steam cleaner, though. But it does take a little effort to take out, so yeah.
Yeah. No, but, like, that's when I'm serious.
You're at your breaking point by that point.
Camden's like, oh, crap.
Like
she's
a clean house, like, it's so satisfying.
It's a reset.
It's also, I think, like, both of us are pretty motivated by being productive, and I feel like it's a way for you to, like, get satisfied from that.
And I do think, too, when you're a mom, there's so many things that you're doing throughout the day that aren't measurable. Like, you're just, like, grabbing people's snacks, changing diapers, controlling tantrums, and it just feels like you're in this cycle of, like, nothing's getting done, but you're doing a million things at once. For me, cleaning feels like I can look at a room and be like, that was dirty, now it's clean, I feel accomplished.
Exactly.
Whereas, like, when you're a mom, it's kind of a thankless job. But at the end of the day, like, I just did this, put my kids down, took a shower, my house is clean, like, it's a breath of fresh air.
You can take a breath.
Yes.
Okay, this is so random. This is my other life advice. Do you ever get deja vu?
All the time.
Would you have, like, any scenarios that you, like?
Always, no, they're always they're not the same. But I get deja vu all the time. Like, I've been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like the other day I was getting deja vu, and it was so specific, and I'm like, has this happened to me before? The kids were outside eating mangoes, and, like, mangoes is part of the deja vu.
Okay.
Literally the fruit mango, which I don't eat that much, so I'm like, okay. Maybe
frozen mangoes, fresh mangoes?
This was fresh mangoes. Sam bought them. And listening to Justin Bieber. And I'm like, it was like such a feeling of like, I have been here like not only once, but many times have I sat on the backyard, ate mangoes, and listened to Justin Bieber.
Interesting.
And it was like a specific spot I was in and everything. And I'm like,
love
it is such a trip.
I love that your boys know the songs already of the new album.
I was just teaching them. I actually like, it's grown on me. At first I wasn't like 100 on it, and now I'm like, oh wait, I'm actually like those songs more than I realized.
It takes a minute for sure.
So
like I love Daisies. What's the other one I love?
The one that's in my head. Oh wait.
What's hard is listening to the album because he has a lot of weird snippets of like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I need to go like all the songs that I like and really just like listen to those because it was kind of like throwing me off.
So I feel like if I see some of them on TikTok, like on Reels, then I'm like, oh yeah, this is catchy. Like I'm liking this more and more.
For sure.
Okay, I was actually gonna talk about maybe I'll talk about this next time. But Jack is turning 1 on Monday, so I'll talk about like his.
Just talk about it.
Okay, so I'll talk about like his actual birthday. We're not doing anything too crazy because we'll be out of town. But I really feel like this year has been just like a year of wearing Jack. Like that's how I like would describe it. Like more so than any of my other babies, and I think it's just because it's my third. Like I have worn him so much.
Yeah. Well, and you had the Artipop. You didn't have the Artipop with your other two.
No, but I had something similar.
Sort of
but it's just like he's always been on me, and like I'm gonna document and do like a post about it because it's like I have so many photos of me just like holding and wearing him.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of sad. I was putting away I did a little reset of cleaning and put away all his clothes and like sent up to DI, put away the older boys' clothes, and I even went crazy and washed their shoes. I was really feeling wild.
You were getting deep.
Do you let your kids, or do you wash your kids' shoes in your washer?
Yeah, all the time.
I'm like, is that like no? Are you not supposed to do that?
No, I do it.
They look so much better. They look fresh.
That's like one of the reasons I love Crocs is you can literally just throw them in the washing machine. But if you dry them, they will shrink. And so like I've had it come out before, like one is like so tiny and the other one is its normal size. So don't dry them.
Do you dry any of your shoes? I just air dry them.
No, I just air dry them. But like if one got caught accidentally in something and then it ends up in the dryer, it will literally shrink.
Oh my gosh.
It's like one of those shrink.
All the plastic fanatics are freaking out at you right now.
Oh, I know. I'm actually ready. Our friend Maddie said this, but I am ready for the Crocs season to be over. Yeah. They get so nasty by the end of the summer. Like, I love Crocs for summer for kids. They're gross.
They're gross. They're nice, but they're gross.
Yeah.
But yes, wash all the shoes, reorganize the closet. It was just like so nostalgic. One, bringing out my older kids' clothes for him and be like, oh, now he's going to wear all these like 1-year-old outfits. And then I think just like, I know I talked about this. I stopped breastfeeding and like I feel like he doesn't want to be held as much now. And it's just like, end of
the baby phase is like kind of over.
It is, and it's sad.
It is sad.
I'll update you guys on his birthday next time, too.
Oh, baby Jack.
Okay.
He'll always be baby Jack, though.
Any other life updates for you before we get into the pregnancy?
Honestly, no. My life update is that I'm pregnant. And I can finally talk about it.
All right. I have a lot of deep questions. We're gonna go deep today.
I also have some thoughts of just like things I would tell first-time pregnant moms to be prepared for.
Okay. Let's just start there.
Should we start there?
Yep.
Okay. This is obviously my 4th time being pregnant. Yeah. Actually, it's my 5th time being pregnant because I had an ectopic pregnancy, which I don't know if I've ever mentioned on the podcast, which I wouldn't count that as a pregnancy, but it's so interesting when you go to the doctor, like they actually count that as a pregnancy.
Oh, so it
says I've been pregnant 5 times, which is like a crazy number.
Yes.
A crazy number. But
we'll have to talk about that in another episode, but that was it was very emotional, heavy time.
Yeah, it really was. Because I mean, not to get too deep, but I'm sure we've had a lot of listeners that have either had miscarriages or infertility. The hormone spikes and dips that happen when you go through a miscarriage are crazy. Like, I can't remember the specifics, but I truly felt it so strong. I've never felt so, like, mentally unstable than when I went through that because your hormones just, like, dip so suddenly when you have a miscarriage. Anyways, okay, these are a few things that I would tell a first-time pregnant mom. And this isn't for everyone, but I feel like this is stuff that I just wish I would have known.
Stopping you right there, I also think, like, when you're in the thick of it, you forget how bad you need this advice.
Oh, 100%.
Like, and literally asking every friend, like, what do you do first trimester?
This is my 4th time, and I'm like, I forgot how bad this was.
Yep, you forget.
And I don't want to say, if I'm talking negatively about my pregnancy at all, I want to say, like, I'm so grateful that I can get pregnant. Yeah. We have so many dear friends that, like, struggle with infertility and that have to do fertility treatments, and I wish so badly I could just, like, take that from them because just, like, it's really hard to see your friend struggle with that. when you love them so much and you know how badly they want it. So if I'm talking negatively about the pregnancy, I just want to say, like, I am so grateful to be pregnant and that I can get pregnant. But that doesn't mean that, like, pregnancy and being sick,
it's hard.
And the hormones and the depression and all that stuff, like, it's still hard.
Yep.
It's still hard. But I am very grateful that I'm pregnant. I'm really excited for this baby. But these are a few things that I wish I knew that I found out the first time and that they've kind of been consistent every time. Okay. First thing, if you are pregnant for the first time, you need to break up with everything that you love.
Yeah.
Your favorite foods, your favorite scents. If you have a favorite, like, shampoo and conditioner that you swear by, you need to break up with it for 9 months, because all of those things, especially if you are sick and nauseous during your pregnancies like I am, like I am sick from, I'm pretty much sick the whole 9 months, but it's really bad in the first trimester, you will never want to use those things again.
Like, the smell is triggering.
Like, the smell is triggering
when you smell it.
There are shows that I watched during my first pregnancy that I can't watch.
Yep.
Because they make me feel nauseous.
Yep.
So, like, if you have a favorite perfume that's, like, your signature, just, like, put it in a drawer and say, I'll see you in 9 months, because you just, like, there's even clothes.
Yeah.
That, like, I wore when I was pregnant the first time that were, like, clothes I loved. Had to throw them away afterwards. Yeah. Like, I have to get a full new wardrobe. And we can get into maternity clothing because I feel like that's a whole nother.
I feel like those things literally make you feel like you're going to throw up.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing, wait, I had it in my head. Second thing is that you forget everything you're going to say. The second thing is more for people, I would say this is for, like, spouses or people that are around someone who's sick and pregnant. It is not just nausea, like when you have the flu, like you're hit with nausea and then you throw up and you feel better.
Yeah.
There are so many times that I wish I could throw up to get some relief. Most of the time you're just so nauseous. I would explain it as being like car sick, sick, and hungover all at the same time, but you can't throw up and get relief. Like, there's so many times where I'm literally, like, gagging, dry heaving to, like, try to throw up, and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. So, like, if a pregnant woman seems like she's being dramatic from the nausea, I will tell you it truly is so terrible. It really is like having the flu for 9 months. But I would say even worse.
I feel like it's the taste in your mouth.
Yes.
It's the heartburn. It's the nausea. It's just, like, everything. It's compiling. Yeah. And you're exhausted. Okay, since we're already here, what would you say from the being nauseous? Like, how would you, like, what are some things that have helped you feel better?
Oh my gosh, I swear I've tried everything with my pregnancies, and I do feel like this time I found some things that took the edge off.
Okay.
And they're so random. Like, full discretion, they're so random. And I kind of hated when people would tell me to try things before because it felt like I tried everything. But I really have tried everything. I've tried, like, the wrist pressure bands. I've tried all the different kinds of medication. I've tried, like, literally, if you've seen it or heard of it, I've probably tried it. But these are the things that helped me this time. This is something I didn't do with the last 3 pregnancies. It was getting protein in the morning because the thought of any sort of protein, eggs, meat, chicken, ugh. Even, like, protein powder made me feel so nauseous. Like, I couldn't even think about them. But it's true that when you get protein in the morning, it does help settle your stomach. So Chobani makes these, like, drinkable
yogurt is, like, such a good pregnancy food.
Yeah, it's like these protein yogurts.
Not that bad to throw up.
No, but these ones are even better. They're more mild.
Oh, nice.
And so I would drink these first thing in the morning when I took my anti-nausea medicine, and it would help just, like, take the edge off in the morning. Another thing that helped that you told me about were those peppermint beads.
Oh, yeah. I swear.
We'll post links to all of this.
They're the doTERRA brand on – you can just buy them on Amazon. I'm sure you can buy them from doTERRA too. And I think they really help with, like, the taste in the mouth. Yeah. They also settle your stomach. But, like, I just hated the taste of, like – I, like, can think of it.
Oh,
you have it right now.
So bad. Yeah, that's why I keep drinking water. But those helped a ton. Groons.
Oh, yeah.
Which I didn't know your sister worked for Groons.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Hi, Sarah.
When I posted about it, she DM'd me.
Is this her first shout out in the podcast? She always listens.
Oh, she's the best. But, yeah, so Groons. So I'm taking Zofran. And if you know about Zofran. It is so constipating, which can make you feel more sick. But for me, it's the only medication that works during the first trimester. And so Groons just, like, helps you keep your metabolism going strong. Those helped a ton.
Amazing.
And then the Parallel.
Do they taste good too?
They taste just like gummies.
Yeah.
Like green gummies.
Yeah.
The Parallel, it's a new, like, prenatal. They actually have, like, a postnatal, a prenatal. Like, they have all different phases. But what's really cool about them is they were founded by an OBGYN, like a women OBGYN, and they have different formulations for each trimester.
Oh.
So the first trimester ones are anti-nausea blend, which I've never been able to stomach a prenatal. And I feel like it's really taken a toll on, my mom told me this once that like, because I could never take a prenatal with the other three, she was like, it really doesn't affect the baby as much. It more affects like your health and like the toll it's taking on your body. And so I really wanted to take a prenatal this time, and it's the only one I can stomach.
That's amazing.
So,
yeah, I remember always taking my prenatal and then just puking it up.
Yeah.
Because it just tastes in your mouth.
So Parallel, seriously, swear by it. Love that prenatal. If you can't keep another one down, that is the one that you should try because it never made me sick.
Amazing.
What else? Was there something else I told you?
I feel like just thinking back to my pregnancies, one thing is like drinking a lot of water. It's the worst because you don't feel like drinking water. Mm-hmm. But like if you know, I swear by Relight, but like any electrolyte you can add to your water.
I did a lot of Relight.
To like, I think like drinking like 2 hydro jugs a day is like super, super helpful.
Well, the problem is like I loved the Relight, and then now that I'm feeling a little bit better, drinking it does make me nauseous but I knew it was important to like stay hydrated when I was so sick.
Yeah, you could take a break from it or like switch up the flavor or something.
Yeah, that's a good
idea. But yeah, water was huge for me. Actually, this is so random, but I loved an ice roller because I would get like so tired and like really bad headaches, and so that was like something I really liked. I liked Bongesta. That's another like prescribed medication.
Yeah.
It's a little bit expensive, but I used the coupon like GoodRx or whatever, and it ended up being like $60 a month, which is like not bad when you feel so sick.
There's so many TikToks and things that I've seen where it's like if men had to deal with like HG, which is, I'm not even going to attempt to say it. HG is like when you're super sick while pregnant, like you're losing weight. But if men had to deal with like pregnancy nausea, I'm not going to call it morning sickness because it is not morning sickness. If it was just the morning,
is such a lie.
It really is like rude that they call it morning sickness.
I know. It's like, for me, I was actually sickest at night.
No, I'm sickest at night, like right now. So like whenever we're recording the podcast is when I'm the sickest. So if I seem low energy, that is why.
Yeah.
But where was I going with that?
You were saying TikToks that like men HG.
Oh, if men had to deal with this, it would have been solved a long time ago.
I feel like this is like something I think it would be fun is if you got to choose. Like, okay, it's my turn for pregnancy. You get the next turn. I get the next turn.
Like the men had to be pregnant?
Yeah, you switch off.
Oh, I just like think I would make him do it every time.
Yeah.
But no. Okay, should we get... So those are just some things like if you're pregnant for the first time, and hopefully that doesn't happen to you. Hopefully you're not sick.
Some people thrive.
Some people feel better than they ever have. And those people I can't talk to while I'm pregnant because I am pretty down bad. And I feel like I've done an okay job like hiding it on the podcast or even just like hiding it in real life.
You also have so much more energy now. So like, I do feel like the first trimester is very hard.
It was pure survival for a while there.
Sometimes for me, like it's like even like 16, 18 weeks, I'm not feeling like I'm feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
And it's still not great, but it's significantly better. So just know there is some light at the end of the tunnel.
I know. Today was rough, but like I had a couple days ago that I was like, I actually don't feel nauseous right now. For like a good 2 hours.
When you have a good day, you're like, oh,
yes.
What is this?
It really is.
I'm getting my pink back now.
We still have a while for that.
Any more tips for that?
No. If I think of any, I'll mention them. But those are just like, break up with your things. And if you are, it's not normal nausea. It's like a whole nother level.
Yeah. So give yourself grace with that.
Yeah, give yourself grace.
Okay. What was your first initial feeling when you found out you were pregnant?
Shock. Again, so grateful to be pregnant, but I was not planning on getting pregnant. This was such a happy surprise, but the line I posted the video on like TikTok and Instagram was so faint.
Yeah.
But a faint line is a line. Like I loved the comments that were like, my faint line is 11 now, or like I just picked up my faint line from soccer.
Yeah,
like it's so true. And then Camden in the video, my husband is like, no, like that's not a real line, and everyone's like, not him mansplaining to you about the pregnancy test when it's so obviously
the hate that Camden gets online is hilarious.
No, it's because he's like such a golden retriever, but the videos I post just like people attack him. But we were in California on a like family trip. Yeah. And it was Mother's Day. Yeah. And I was like, how funny would it be if I took a pregnancy test on Mother's Day?
What made you take the pregnancy test?
We get into it, but the one time we had unprotected sex in 2 years. The one time. In over 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
So it was just once, and we like kind of jokingly was like, okay, but I was tracking using the app Flow. I I think that's what it's called. And it said, like, low chance of getting pregnant, all this stuff. So I was like, no, there's no way. So, like, this baby was truly meant to be here.
Yeah.
And I know when the baby's born, which I don't know what it is. I'm not finding out.
Amazing. I can't believe you're doing that. I could never.
It's so not like me. But I'm like, fourth time I gotta switch it up. But, yeah. So, I don't know. I just had a feeling.
Yeah.
I just had a feeling. So I went and bought a test.
The faint line is crazy. That happened to me with 2 of my kids.
Yes. And then I, like, took a test 3 days later, and it was, like, no longer a faint line. But I think it took me a while to be excited because I really was done with 3.
Yeah.
Like, 3, I was, like, good. I felt like myself for the first time since having kids. Like, I do struggle mentally when I'm pregnant. And I think if you're someone who already struggles with any sort of depression or anxiety, pregnancy and postpartum can kind of just heighten it.
Yeah.
And for me, that was that's definitely the case. Like, when I'm pregnant, my anxiety and depression gets worse.
Yeah.
And that was a big reason that I wasn't going to do it again because I have 3 little kids and I was like, I don't feel like I can adequately take care of them and be pregnant again.
Yeah.
But here we are, we're doing it. So honestly, my first initial reaction was like, crap.
Yeah.
Like, how do I be a good mom to the kids that I have and be struggling?
Yeah.
And luckily, Camden was so positive about it, but, like, it took me a second to get excited and, like, come to the reality to realize that, like, I was doing this again.
Yeah.
Like, when I was giving birth to Graham, my 2-year-old, I remember thinking, like, this is the last time I have to do this. I never have to be pregnant again. And I feel like I'm kind of downplaying, like, how bad my depression can get during pregnancy. Yeah. But, like, it's gotten to a point where it has been, like, kind of scary of just, like, I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to do it again. So, honestly, my initial reaction was just like,
how am I going to do this?
I was worried. Yeah. I was worried. And luckily, I had, like, such good friends, such a good husband, such a good support system. But it definitely took me a minute to, like, even feel like there was a baby and not just, like, a pregnancy and a sickness.
Yeah, and I think it's important to acknowledge how difficult it is to be pregnant at all. And then also to be pregnant with other kids. Yeah. Because your kids still need you, but you can't really show up as a mom that you normally are.
No, your patience is thinner.
You don't feel good. You're tired. And, like, at the end of the day, like, you really do have to give yourself grace. And, like, someone told me this once, and I always, like, thought about it when I was pregnant. It's like, you're doing something very, like, selfless for them, too. Like, you're helping them get a sibling. Totally. And, like, it is going to be, like, a hard time. Just such a challenging time. And so, like, it's fine if, like, your kids are watching more shows or, like, something has to give. Your house isn't always clean, whatever. And that can happen at any time, but I feel like especially when you're pregnant, you have to, like, just know that,
I really did, like, have to relinquish a lot of control.
Yep.
And just, like, what were you going to say? Just know that, like, it's a phase.
Well, and I was just going to say that, like, you can't do it all. And, like, it's, even though it's a phase, it's very, very long. So it's just going to be, like, it's a sacrifice. That's what I would say. 100%. It's a sacrifice for you. It's a sacrifice for your spouse. It's a sacrifice for your kids.
Yes.
It is a sacrifice.
Yeah. No, like, Camden's he's been letting me sleep in, and he's been getting up with the kids every morning. Yeah. Like, by himself, getting them fed, getting them dressed, getting them ready for the day, and letting me sleep in till, like, the very last moment, because he knows that if I, like, get more sleep, I feel a little bit better. But, yeah, it was the trenches for a minute there.
The best is my reaction when you tell me, because you, like, I feel like you're, like, 100% sure. You're like, I don't think I'm going to have any more kids. Yeah. So when you told me, I'm like, you're lying. Like,
no,
I'm like,
I know.
This has to be, like, an April Fool's joke. Like, it is
I feel like
that's possible.
That was, like, most of my best friend's reaction was because I told them I was done. And I never had the strong feeling, like, you're done. But I was just like, no, like, I feel good. Yeah. And so
your family felt full.
Yeah, my family felt full. And I was just like, and I felt good for the first, I got my hormones checked. Yes. I was, like, working out again. Yeah. I was just, like, feeling like myself, which I actually think it was a good place to start from. Yep. Like, I feel like I've been able to work out this pregnancy, and I have never worked out ever during my pregnancies. Yeah. So it was, like, a good place to start from. But it was definitely just, like, oh my gosh. Like,
okay, wow. Wait, this is a random question I thought of, but since you're not, like, finding out the gender, do you guys have, like, names that you like from previous babies, or
we
names
have,
that you're thinking of
not
for both
previous
genders?
babies, because we didn't have any more names, because we were done. Like, I truly, in my mind, closed that chapter. Yeah. But we have a couple of names that, like, could be either gender. And then also, it's so funny because the girls this time around, I mean, they're 5 and 4. Girls are obsessed with coming up with names for the baby. Yeah. And they will say the most random names, and they'll get really offended if I say I don't like it. So I'm always like, yeah, that sounds great. But
her name can be Shirley.
That's my grandma's name.
Oh, really? Do you like that name?
No. R.I.P., but like, no.
It's not a bad name.
It's not a bad name, but no,
just
they'll
like
say
Shirley.
the most random, like, I'll try to think of something, the most random names. I'm like, yeah, sweetie, that sounds great.
Do your names match your current names?
I feel like they have to.
Yeah. I feel like how I would describe your names is like traditional.
Yeah.
Like,
I like traditional, like, grandma and grandpa names.
Yeah. So that you were saying Graham, but then you said grandma.
Yeah.
So her kids' names are Elsie, Blair, and Graham. So I feel like those are very, like, traditional,
Yeah, I like traditional,
names.
classic, but, like, unique, but not too weird.
Yeah. No, those are perfect.
But I don't, like, have a set name. It's really weird because I feel like all the other pregnancies, I had everything planned out. Like, their nurseries were completely done.
That's okay, though.
And now I'm just kind of, like,
going with it makes it go a little faster, too, when you aren't, like, as planned.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're kind of just like, they'll be here.
Have a lot going on. Like, having 3 little kids and being pregnant, the weeks go by faster, but the days are slower.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, next question. What's been your pregnancy craving this time around?
Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Oh,
100%.
That makes sense.
Any Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Funny, I have another friend who's pregnant right now, and she, like, literally is obsessed with Chick-fil-A breakfast. So it, like, is so good, though, because it's protein, and it's, like, biscuits.
I went this morning.
Okay. Is there anything that grossed you out this pregnancy that didn't with the others? Or has anything been grossing you out?
Literally everything has been grossing me out. Diet Coke.
Really?
I usually love Diet Coke. The thought of it is so nasty to me. Any sort of caffeine right now has been really hard, which is hard because I'm so tired I need caffeine.
That's actually the worst part is, like, you already don't feel like yourself, and then you can't have, like, your things that are, like, your crutches.
No.
Like caffeine and treats.
Yes. No, I haven't. Treats. Like, any sort of treats I can't.
I couldn't do sugar and I couldn't do caffeine. And I'm like, those are my 2 favorite things.
So you'd think that I'd be, like, losing weight. But no, I'm still doing great.
That's good. Okay. Did your other kids notice before you said anything?
So I accidentally let it slip. I've never had, like, my oldest is 5. And so I feel like when I was pregnant 2 years ago, she was 3.
Yeah, she wasn't old
enough to really understand. And so it's so interesting because this time I think she started to, for the last year, she's been asking me for another baby. And I think that's normal. Like, kids will do like, oh, I want another brother. I want another sister. And I was like, no, sweetie, like, we're done having kids. And then I think she heard me kind of slip up a few times and, like, say something. Oh, she heard me on the phone with my doctor.
Yeah, because when she was in the car with us, I was picking her up. She goes, yeah, my mom's going to the baby doctor.
Yeah. And she was like, are you having a baby? I'm like, no, I'm just going to, like, the baby doctor to see if we're going to have another baby. So when we gave them a little gift of, like, a onesie. And so, like, right when she opened it, she's like, I'll have to post it. It's so cute. She's like, you're having a baby.
Aww.
But it's been honestly hard for them. Like, my oldest is like, Mom, like, it's hard for them to see me so sick.
Yeah. They realize it more.
Yes. And, like, I don't remember my mom being sick and she was so sick. But, like, my oldest is like, she said, I wish you weren't so sick when you were pregnant. And I was like, me too, girl.
Aw, that's sad.
I've been noticing that. But
yeah. So now they're, like, kind of getting prepared for the baby, which you actually said you haven't really prepared anything. But I'm curious, are you excited about, like, baby clothes and gear? Or are you kind of like, let me just use my hand-me-downs? Like, what's your thought?
The thing is, I gave all the hand-me-downs to my sister.
Oh, no.
Because I was like, I'm done. But I feel like with every kid I've learned, you don't need as much as you think you do.
That is so true.
But they're also, with every kid, I feel like things change. Like, it's going to be my 4th, so I just got the maybe carrier.
Yeah.
Really excited about that. I'm hoping to get the Doona. Because I feel like by your 4th, you need that. But
funny, after we talked about that, I saw a bunch of people say they hate the Doona. So I second to what I said last time. Go on TikTok and do your research and hear both sides and then make your decision.
Yeah. I know there's some other options too, but I don't have a stroller. Like, I don't have an infant stroller. So I'm going to need to get one of those.
I didn't really use a stroller this time. I pretty much used the Doona.
Yeah.
And then I would pull my upper baby out, like, when I was going, like, a long, like, 2-mile walk.
Yeah. But you could even do the Doona with that if you really needed to.
Yeah, 100%.
But, no, I got a few things, but I'm not even halfway.
Okay, what is your biggest fear about having 4?
My biggest fear is that I feel like there's already so many days, like today.
Yeah.
Where I feel so stretched thin with 3.
Yeah.
And so my fear is that, like, I'm not going to be able to give the attention that I want to each kid with 4. Yeah. 4 kids feels like a lot of kids.
It's funny, when you first told me, I started game planning with her. I'm like, no, it's okay. You got this. Because Her oldest will be full-time in school.
And yeah.
By the time you have the baby. And then your second oldest will be half day. And then, like, pretty much right after, like, it's not that much longer after the baby's born, she'll be in full day too.
Yeah. So the first year is going to be hard.
Yeah.
And, like, postpartum can be really hard. I think pregnancy is harder, but postpartum can be hard. But I think I know that. But my biggest fear is just, like, making sure that I can be a good mom to 4 kids. Because there's some days where I feel like I'm not even a good mom to 3.
Yeah, I understand that.
But I also know that, like, having siblings, like, this baby will be such a blessing. And, like, such a fun, like, having a baby, I think you told me this, like, it definitely brings a sense of peace and calm into the home, too.
I feel like, too, just, like, their personality and their spirit when it comes to the home, like, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
It is such a special feeling. Okay, that actually leads me to my next question. What are you secretly excited about?
Ooh.
Like, what's something you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't wait? Or have you not let yourself get excited yet?
I'm excited to give birth.
Really?
Yes.
I do love giving birth.
I actually love giving birth, and it is a break from the other kids when you are in the hospital. I know it sounds crazy.
Very stressful. I will say, though, I love, like, the experience of actually, like, having the baby.
Yeah.
But I hate the anxiety leading up to it of just, like, is everything going to be okay?
I know.
Like, even just, like, when am I going to have the baby today? Like, I swear, since I just had a baby not that long ago, which now feels like ages ago, I literally remember thinking, like, every night, am I going to go into labor tonight? Am I going to go into labor tonight?
No, the last few weeks are, well, I mean, we'll be recording the podcast, so I'll update. But, like, it is crazy, the anxiety of just, like, like, it could be any time, and my second and third came very fast.
I was going to say, you have your babies early, which is so lucky.
Yeah.
Don't you have them, like...
Yeah, Graham was 3.5 weeks early.
Yeah, I feel like all your babies have been pretty early, right?
They've all been 2 or 3 weeks early, yeah.
I've, like, got induced with all of mine. Like, none of mine came early at all. And so it's like, you're like, getting to your due date or passing your due date, like,
No, but what's weird about my body is I'll be at, like, if you know about, like, the numbers of, like, dilation and whatever, I'll be at, like, a 3 or a 4 for 3.5 weeks before my babies come. Like, I'll, like, stay at that for a long time. And so, like, pretty much just, like, in labor, living my life. So the last few, like, weeks are really hard, but it'll be December for me, which is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be so wild.
It's gonna be so crazy.
You did an epidural though with every kid so far, right?
Yeah.
Okay, someone wrote it and said, do you have any tips for giving natural labor?
No, I have so many friends that you could reach out to that have done natural labor. My sister-in-law, my mother-in-law.
What I've heard
my advice
is mentally prepare in advance. Like, you can't, like, just think, like, the day before, oh, yeah, we're going to go give natural. Like, take the hypnobirthing classes, like, whatever style you're going to do. Like, take the classes and stop mentally preparing.
And have your spouse prepare.
And then that was the second thing I was going to say is have, like, your partner. Yeah. Like, there's, like, positions they can do. And then, like, the other thing I've heard, too, is, like, if you for sure want to do it, like, don't let yourself have the out of, like, maybe I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. Just, like, know you're going to do it.
Know you're going to do it and, like, make your partner, like, help you to it. Because it's, like, this is what I've heard. It's, like, when you're getting almost to the end, like, you kind of want to quit. Yeah. And, like, if you just power through just a little bit, you get there. But also, I would have zero judgment if people are quitting because I'm quitting at the beginning.
No,
so.
We're not quitting. My biggest advice is before you even make that decision, ask yourself why. Like, do you feel pressured to make that decision because, like, a friend or family member told you it's the way to do it? Like, I feel like if you're going to go with an unmedicated birth, it has to be truly what you want and not pressure from someone else. Yeah. Because I think that's, like, the people I've talked to that have had the best experience with unmedicated birth, it's because they wanted to do it for themselves.
Yeah, and you at the end of the day, you have to have that desire because it's going to be hard.
Yes.
Hard as hell.
And I feel like if you're doing it for someone else or to, like, prove something, that is when it's really easy to be like, screw this.
Have you ever considered doing a natural birth?
Nope.
I actually weirdly have, which probably doesn't surprise you.
Okay,
I've considered it. I've never done it, obviously, but I've thought, ooh, it'd be kind of
with
a
Blair,
great experience.
My epidural didn't kick in until they were sewing me up.
Oh my gosh.
So I didn't do, like, a natural birth, but I felt the contractions at the end. I felt the burning. I felt terrible, but I wasn't prepared for it.
You're scaring our listener.
No, but I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
And so I was
Were
panicked.
you, like, moving, too? Because I think that makes a big difference. Like, it seems
no,
like
I wasn't moving.
If you're going to be natural, like, don't lay on the bed.
No, because they were trying to give me an epidural.
Like, walk around and, like, do the bouncy ball.
They were trying to give me the epidural, but my contractions were so bad. I was also throwing up a ton, so I couldn't hold still. And I wasn't prepared. I just, like, was not prepared. So I didn't know any of, like, and I was panicking. I was, like, hyperventilating, which makes it worse. And so, like you said, just be prepared. But we really don't have any advice on that.
Yeah. You'll have to ask. TikTok will be a good example for that, too.
People love it.
People love it. And, like, I can see why, like, the people, like, my sister, she does it. And, like, so she's told me all about her experiences, and they're pretty amazing. I think there is, like, a feeling of that, like, probably is, like, unexplainable, like the feeling that you get to have when you like deliver. I think like when you deliver.
But I feel that way
either way.
With the epidural. I don't know, because I saw a girl on TikTok recently who I love who did natural.
Yeah.
And she was like, screw that. I did not have a good experience. So I just think everyone's different.
Everyone's different, and you got to do what's best for you, best with your family.
Yeah.
And like it's okay to change your mind too.
Totally.
What advice would you give yourself if you're like looking back at your first pregnancy, like that now that you've done it a few times, like what advice would you go back and like give yourself?
I think every time, because pregnancy is so long and mentally it is really hard for me, and I didn't know that prenatal depression was a thing.
Yeah.
Until I was with my first, and my doctor was like, yeah, I think you have prenatal depression. And I was like, I've never even heard that term before. Yeah. And so this has happened with every single pregnancy, even this one. It gets to a point where I'm kind of just in a dark place for so long, I think I'm going to be stuck there forever. Mm-hmm. Like I'm like, oh, maybe I'll have the baby and still be depressed. And every time I have the baby, right away, I'm like, I'm back. I feel better. Like, my hormones regulate. Like, I don't know what it is about my specific body and, like, my brain. But I would tell myself, like, don't be worried. Like, you're not going to be stuck feeling this way forever. And sometimes the only way through pregnancy is through it.
Something that you helped me do when I was pregnant. So my first pregnancy was, like, actually fine. Like, it wasn't good by any means, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Then I was really shocked with my second pregnancy, like puking every day. Like it was just so much harder.
Which
and then
is so interesting because you've had boys every single time.
Yeah,
so
I thought I was having a girl.
Yeah.
And now I have all boys. No, I'm just kidding. I actually love having all boys, but I was like, I was hoping so bad as a girl because I'm like, I need this to be explained to me. Like, how am I feeling this bad?
Yeah.
I also had a toddler, so maybe I just like didn't have the mental.
I know, but I feel like people try to explain, like, oh, you're feeling more sick for this. It just kind of random.
It's kind of random. And then my third got worse. All that to say is I could text you and like complain and you would just be like, oh my gosh, that sucks. And like, that was so validating because I feel like sometimes when you complain to people, they just want to be like, oh, well, do this. And like, it was nice to have some like, oh, I know that sucks.
Yeah. Like, I'm so sorry.
And like, and just telling yourself that it's hard. Like, this sucks and it's hard. And like, yes, it's not forever, but it does feel like forever sometimes. And like, it's okay that it's hard.
I felt like I couldn't talk about it with a lot of people because I didn't want people to think I was ungrateful to be pregnant or that I was going to be a bad mom.
Yeah.
And if you are feeling this way during pregnancy, like, that does not correlate to your abilities as a mom. Like, you're not going to be a bad mom. And I think that's another thing I would have told myself during the first one. Because I was so depressed, I was like, oh, I'm not going to be a good mom. Like, I was not built for this.
Yeah. Something else you gave me advice, and I feel like you are really good at this too, is like, you were like, it's totally fine to like, hibernate. Like, like, don't text people back. Don't do everything that you normally do. And like, and you told me this, you're like, your friends will be there when you're ready. Like, don't feel like you need to text everyone back right now. Like, if you have all these obligations, like, take it easy. Like, I remember during work, I would nap every day from like 2 to 3:30. And I'm like, I probably shouldn't be doing this, but like, my body just did not have that energy.
No, and you need it.
You need it.
And it's hard for people like us too, that I thrive off of like getting stuff done and consistency and schedules. And it's hard to be like, I can't do any of that.
Yeah.
And you have to give yourself grace, and your friends will understand. And like, if someone is like, oh, she's so annoying because she's not coming because she's pregnant, that's on them, honestly.
It's true. Okay, this last one's kind of a funny one. Is there anything that you kind of love about your body when you're pregnant?
Oh, I love a bump out in the summer.
It's so
I think it's so cute. Like, we have a few friends that are pregnant and like a few girls at our gym that are like more pregnant right now. Pregnant in a bikini, there's nothing cuter.
Or a sports bra and like a workout pants.
Yes, like, so cute. I'm actually a little bit bummed that I'm going to be super pregnant in like December.
Yeah.
Because I love a bump out.
Well, I will say it stays like pretty warm here through like October though. So you can like definitely
Bellies out, mamas.
Bellies out, mamas.
Like, right now I'm just like in the awkward, like, you
literally can't tell.
You can't tell until I'm like well, we had a big dinner and then you could tell the other night. But I'm in like that awkward stage of pregnancy. But I actually, every single pregnancy, have loved my body more. Yeah. And like felt cute. Like it is really cute.
It is cute. And I think like it's nice that your hair and nails like really do.
My hair has grown a ton.
I was going to say, and it also looks very blonde. Did you dye it?
I didn't.
Oh. And then you also have the glow too. So all the things.
But yeah, what about, I want to know about you.
I was going to say, like, my hair and nails, I feel like, is a lot healthier when I'm pregnant. But I will say it's such a jump scare when I see my face. Because it happens over time, you don't realize how round your face is.
No, I feel like my face swelled up the moment after I conceived with this time.
Oh, my gosh.
Even just watching podcast clips.
Oh, yeah. Your bump comes faster, too, with every baby, huh?
Oh, my gosh. It is actually crazy. Like, I know we're saying that I don't have a bump, but if I was, like, fully out right now, this is what my bump looked like at like 25 weeks with my first.
Yeah, my first, I thought I had a bump. I went and looked back at pictures. I'm like, I was 20 weeks pregnant and barely looked bloated.
No, it's crazy. So, but
you have that to look forward to.
I am. I just want to add like one more thing before we end. If you are struggling while you're pregnant, let people know. Yeah. Like let people know. Don't be embarrassed. I feel like the only way I've gotten through these pregnancies is, well, one, knowing, like, the beautiful gift I get that at the end. And I hated when people told me, like, yeah, it's hard, but it's so worth it. But it's so true. But it's hard to feel that in the moment. Yep. But, like, don't be scared to reach out to people or even tell your doctor, like, hey, I'm, like, kind of struggling mentally. Yeah. Because, like, that's what they're there for. And it doesn't make you a bad mom. It doesn't mean that you're not a tough mom. Like, these things need to be talked about and normalized.
I completely agree. And, like, okay, if you're giving another mom advice, if a friend reaches out and says, what can I do for you? How should you respond?
If you're pregnant?
Yeah. Because I would suggest, like, actually giving things people they can do because people want to help. So, like, like, what would be some things that someone could do to help you right now?
I feel like anything with food is nice. Like, I've had so many friends, including you, that also have taken one of my kids for a little bit, which, like, doesn't seem like it would be that big of a deal because I have 3. But just having one, like, less kid. Yeah. Just, like, I feel like when you're pregnant, people will be like, what can I do for you? And it's hard for you to even think, like, what's going to help me right now? Mm-hmm. So things that have been the most helpful are people just being like, let me take one of your kids, or, like, here's a DoorDash gift card, or, like, here's something like this because you
drop
can't
off sourdough. You did that for me, like.
Just, like, little things like that because I think it's hard to ask for help when you're just, like, struggling.
I think, too, like, just being there for people to vent because, like, you do just need to, like, sometimes be like, this sucks. This is hard.
This sucks, yeah. And not judging the person for it.
Yeah. Anything else that someone could do for a pregnant friend to help them feel a little bit of, I think, like, if they feel like it, get them out. Because, like, it is hard to, like, get yourself to want to do something, but maybe they don't want to go somewhere, but maybe, like, a walk around the neighborhood or just
and sometimes you do feel better when you get out. Yeah. Like, sometimes I'll go to the gym and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I actually felt so good for that 45 minutes. And sometimes I'll go and I'll be throwing up in the bathroom. But you don't know until you try. Mm-hmm. You can always go home. Yeah. You can always throw up on the side of the road. Yeah. But, like, just, like, get out and be like, what sounds good to you? Mm-hmm. And also being okay with if they cancel plans. I felt so bad this pregnancy because I'd make plans with people. And I felt bad even making plans because then the time would come around and I'd be like, actually, I'm so sick. I'm so sorry. I have to cancel. Yep. And so just, like, giving them grace, which I feel like I'm so lucky all my friends do.
Yeah. Okay. There's one last piece of advice someone asked us tonight. This is off the pregnancy tangent.
More in motherhood.
Yeah. What are some of your most played with toys for your kids?
I feel like all kids love magnet tiles.
And you know what's crazy is, like, we got those a few years ago, and they, like them. Mm-hmm. They love them more as they get older because they're really into, like, building. Yeah. And I feel like once they start going to school, they get to play with magnet tiles, and so then they're like, get to build my tower.
No, I feel like every time they find the magnet tiles, it's, like, a resurgence of love for them.
It is. My kids love their bikes. Yeah. Yeah. Which makes sense.
Scooters. We just got new scooters, and that's a great one.
So it's, like, lasts forever, too.
I just say toys, you don't need as much as you think you do.
My kids love their dress-ups. Like, they're so into it. Like, I just literally let them keep out. Like, they have a few capes my dad gave them and masks. Cute. And then, like, I let them just keep their Halloween costumes in, like, a little dress-up thing.
Any sort of toys that foster imaginative play, I feel like are so good.
I'm trying to think, like, what are some, like,
okay, I think couch.
Yeah, I love it.
Nugget couches are good.
Nugget couch. I think a Tony or a Yodo.
Yes, 100%.
My kids are obsessed with those. What else do they love?
I'll have to post some links because there's some things that like my kids constantly go back to, and there's some things that I thought they would love and they never have used.
I think another way to like help them think their toys are special is to keep some of them put away.
Yes.
And like even like our craft
toy rotation
stuff, we keep put away, and then when I bring it out and we're like painting rocks or something, it's like something simple.
Yeah.
But they're so excited because they don't always get to do that.
Yeah, I'd say toys, like, you don't need to spend a lot of money. You don't have to overcomplicate things. Just like have a few basics, but also I love the dollar store.
Yep.
For just like a quick, like, let's go find some crafts and things to keep you entertained.
Yeah, and I think like find toys that grow with them. Like I feel like some of our like wooden tool sets they have when they're babies, they still love.
Yeah.
Like things that they can like have that magic to play with.
100%. And that gets them to play with each other.
Yes.
Like they love the magnetiles, I feel like, because they'll play with each other.
Teamwork.
So, anyways.
Okay.
That was our episode. Kind of a shorter one, kind of a more just like serious one. But you know what? We do it here. We do it all here at the Park Moms Podcast.
Well, and I was telling him like we need to do this episode because if you're in it, it is so refreshing to hear other people be in it. Like, and when you're not in it, you kind of forget and you're like, oh yeah, whatever. But like, I remember like postpartum coming off and like how I was having a time like, oh, I wish I could like even talk to more people about it. So like, it's just so relatable, and like the people that are in it, it's really helpful too. So I'm glad you shared.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.